How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Sit down, please. I would like to speak English today too, to improve my speaking skill. Let's get it started. I prefer studying at home. I prefer studying at home to going to parties. I prefer to play baseball game than to watch it on TV. I prefer to play soccer than to watch it on TV. I prefer swimming in the sea to climbing the mountain. I prefer coffee to tea. I prefer tea to coffee. I prefer strawberry to pineapple. I prefer peach to orange. I prefer to play baseball than to watch it on TV. I prefer to stay at home and study than to take a trip to Tokyo. I prefer to stay home than to travel. I prefer to study at home than to study at the library. I prefer to stay home and study at home than to study at the library. I prefer studying at home. I prefer studying at home to studying at the library. I prefer studying at home to studying in the cafe. I prefer studying at home to studying at the cafe. I prefer studying at home to studying at the cafe. I prefer studying at home to studying at the library. I prefer to study at home than to study at the library. I prefer to swim in the sea than to climb the mountain. I prefer climbing the mountain to swimming in the sea. I prefer going to Europe to going to Asia. I prefer going nearby to going far. I prefer buying a house to buying such an expensive car. I prefer blue to red. I prefer Tokyo to Kyoto. I prefer Kyoto to Tokyo. I prefer sweets to snacks. I prefer spicy food to sweet food. I prefer to eat spicy food than to eat sweet food. I prefer to cook the raw fish than to eat it as it is when it is raw. I prefer to visit museum than to visit the house. I prefer to play baseball than to watch it on TV. I prefer baseball to soccer. I prefer soccer to baseball. I prefer urban cities to countryside. I prefer urban cities to countryside. I prefer to live in an urban city than to live in the countryside. I prefer to live in urban city than to live in the countryside. I prefer urban cities to countryside. I prefer to stay in an urban city than to stay in the countryside. I prefer urban cities to a countryside. Which do you prefer, the red one or blue one? Which do you think is better, this one or that one? Which do you think is better, this one or that one? I prefer coffee to tea. I prefer coffee to tea. I prefer desktop PC to laptop PC. I prefer laptop PC to smartphone. I prefer smartphone to laptop PC. I prefer a smartphone to laptop PC. I prefer to use a PC than to use a smartphone. I prefer to use a PC, personal computer, than to use a smartphone. I prefer to take a trip than to stay at home. I prefer to take a foreign trip than to have a domestic trip. I prefer to take a foreign trip than to take a domestic trip. I prefer coffee to tea. I prefer coffee to tea. I prefer playing baseball to watching it on TV. I prefer playing baseball to watching it on TV. I prefer playing soccer to watching it on TV. I prefer playing baseball to watching it on TV. I prefer watching it. I prefer playing basketball to watching it. I prefer playing basketball to watching it. I prefer to play basketball than to watch it on TV. I prefer to study at home than to study at the library. I prefer to study at home than to study at the library. The temperature started to hot. The weather started to strange. The temperature began to strange. The temperature becoming higher. The temperature began becoming strange. The children began asking questions. The students began asking questions. The students began to ask questions. The students began to go home. The students began going home after school. The students began to go home. The students began going 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 home. The students began to go home. The student began taking the exam. The student began to take the exam. The student began to take the examination. The student began to take the examination. The student began taking the examination. The singer began singing. The singer began to sing. The washing machine began making noise. The washing machine began to make a noise. The washing machine began to make noise. The washing machine began making noise. The staff began complaining. The staff began to complain. A customer began to complain. A customer began complaining about the quality of the goods she bought. The customer began to complain. The customer began complaining. Please cease to speak aloud in the library. Please cease to smoke. Please cease smoking here. Can you cease to smoke? Can you cease to smoke? Can you cease to drink alcohol? Can you cease smoking? Can you cease smoking? Can you cease smoking? Can you cease drinking alcoholic beverages? Can you cease to drink alcoholic beverages? Can you cease to drink alcoholic beverages? Can you cease drinking alcoholic beverages? Can you see smoking? Can you see smoking? How could you succeed in ceasing smoking? How could you succeed in ceasing to drink alcoholic beverages? How could you succeed in ceasing to drink alcoholic beverages? I ceased to apply for the job. I ceased applying for the job. I ceased to apply for the job. I ceased to apply for the job. I ceased to take on the job. I ceased taking on the job. I ceased to stop by the restaurant. I ceased stopping by the restaurant. I ceased to buy the book. I ceased buying the book. I ceased to buy the book. I ceased buying the book. I ceased to visit her. I ceased visiting her. I ceased to go on a trip to Tokyo. I ceased taking a trip to Tokyo. If I were you at that time, I would cease to take a trip to Tokyo then. I would cease taking a trip to Tokyo. I ceased to take the examination. I ceased taking the examination. I ceased studying today. I ceased to study English today. I ceased to study today. I ceased to play the video game. I ceased playing the video game. I ceased playing the video game. I ceased to play 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 the video game at 5 o'clock p.m. I ceased playing the video game at 5 o'clock p.m. I ceased playing the video game. Ceased. I ceased playing the video game. I ceased to play the video game. I ceased to play the video game. I ceased to play the video game. I ceased to eat meat. I ceased eating meat. I ceased to eat meat. I ceased to eat meat. I ceased eating meat. I ceased to eat fast food. I ceased eating fast food. I ceased to eat fast food. I ceased to eat fast food. I ceased eating fast food. I ceased to eat fast food. I ceased to eat fast food. I ceased eating 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 fast food. I ceased to eat 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 fast food. I ceased eating fast food. I ceased to belong to the club. I ceased to belong to the club. I ceased to buy the goods. I ceased buying the goods. I ceased buying the merchandise. I ceased to buy the merchandise. I ceased to take the route. I ceased taking the route. I ceased taking the route. I ceased taking the route. I ceased to take the route. I ceased to do it myself. I ceased doing it myself. I ceased to do it myself. I ceased to do it myself. I ceased doing myself. I ceased doing it 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 myself. I ceased to do it myself. I ceased to do it myself. I ceased doing it myself. I ceased doing it myself. I ceased to do it myself. I ceased to do it myself. I ceased to do it myself. I ceased to buy him a chocolate. Buy her a chocolate. Buy her chocolate. I ceased to buy a new computer. I ceased buying a new computer. I ceased to buy a new smartphone. I ceased buying a new smartphone. I ceased to buy a new iPhone. I ceased to buy a new iPhone. I ceased buying a new iPhone. I ceased to smoke. I ceased smoking. I could cease to smoke. I could cease smoking. I could cease smoking. I could cease to smoke. I could cease to smoke. Could you cease smoking? Could you cease smoking? Could you cease to smoking? Could you cease to smoke? Could you cease to smoke? Could you cease to smoke? Could you cease smoking? Could you cease drinking alcoholic beverages? Could you cease to drink alcoholic beverages? Could you cease to smoke smoke a cigarette? Could you cease to smoke a cigarette? Could you cease to drink alcoholic beverages? Could you cease to smoke a cigarette? Could you cease to smoke a cigarette? Could you cease to drink alcoholic beverages? Could you cease drinking alcoholic beverages? Could you cease to smoke a cigarette? Could you cease to drink alcoholic beverages? Could you cease drinking 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 alcoholic beverages? Could you cease to drink alcoholic beverages? I ceased to visit her. I ceased visiting her. He will cease to smoke. He will cease smoking. He will cease to drink alcoholic beverages. He will cease drinking alcoholic beverages. And from now on, he will cease to complain. He will cease complaining. He will cease to be late for school. He will cease being late for school after was scolded by his teacher. I will cease making a mistake. I will cease making a mistake. I will cease to make a mistake. I want to 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 cease making a mistake. I cease to say a joke. Tell a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease telling a joke. I cease telling a joke. I cease to tell 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 a joke. I cease telling a joke. I cease telling a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease telling a joke. I cease telling a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease telling a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease telling 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 a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease to tell a joke. I cease to order supersize. I cease ordering a supersize. I cease to tell a joke. I cease to order supersize. I cease to order supersize. I cease ordering a supersize. I cease to order a large size. I cease to ordering a large size. I cease to order a large size. I cease to order large size. I cease to order large size. I ceased 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 ordering a 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 large size. I ceased to order a large size. I ceased ordering a large. I ceased ordering a large size. I ceased to order 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 large size. I ceased ordering a 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 large size at the cafe, at the restaurant. I ceased ordering a large size at the restaurant. I ceased to order large size at the cafe, at the restaurant. I ceased to order large size. I ceased ordering a large size. I ceased ordering a large size. I ceased ordering a large size. I ceased to order a large size. I ceased to study. I ceased to order large size. I ceased to study a 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 large size. I ceased ordering a large size. I ceased ordering a large size. I ceased ordering a large size. I ceased pursuing my career. I ceased to pursue my career. The police gave up pursuing the criminal. The police ceased pursuing the incident. The police ceased to pursue the threats, the incident. The police ceased pursuing the incident. The police ceased to pursue the incident. The police ceased pursuing the incident. I want to cease to drink alcohol or alcoholic beverages. I want to cease to smoke. I want to cease to smoke. I want to cease smoking. I want to cease to smoke. I want to cease to smoke. I want to cease to smoke. I want to cease smoking. I want to cease to drink alcoholic beverages. I want to cease to drink alcoholic beverages. I want to cease smoking. I want to cease smoking. I want to cease drinking alcoholic beverages. Continue to study. Please continue studying. Continue to challenge. Continue to challenge. Continue challenging. Please continue to try. Please continue trying. If you continue to try, miracle might happen. If you continue to try, challenge, miracle might happen, may happen. If you continue challenging, a miracle might happen. Please continue to study until I tell you okay, until I say okay. Please continue to study. Please continue studying until you achieve your goal. Please continue to challenge. Please continue to challenge. Please continue challenging until you achieve your goal. Continue to run. Continue running. Continue run. Continue to run. Continue running. Continue to challenge. Continue to challenge. Continue to challenge. Continue challenging. Please continue to challenge. Please continue challenging until you achieve it, or forever. I will continue to challenge. I will continue to challenge. I will continue challenging. I will continue challenging. He still continues to eat. He still continues to eat. He is still continuing 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 eating. He is still continuing to eat. He is still continuing eating. Continue to sing. Continue singing. The light continued to light. The LED light continues to light when it is dark. The LED light, solar-powered light, continues to light when it is dark. The solar-powered LED lights continue lighting. Continues lighting. The solar-powered LED light continues lighting when it is dark. The sensor detects if it is dark or not, whether it is dark or not. When it gets dark, the solar-powered LED light will light, continues to light. The LED light continues to light, continues lighting. I hate studying. I hate being treated like this. I hate to be treated like this. I hate to eat the food. I hate to eat the food. I hate eating the food. I hate to take the route. I hate taking the route. I hate to walk the route. I hate walking the route. I hate to do the job. I hate doing the job. I hate to do the job. I hate to be looked down on. I hate to be looked down on. I hate being looked down on. I hate to be looked down on. I hate being looked down on. I hate to be discriminated. I hate to be discriminated. I hate being discriminated. I hate being discriminated. I hate to be discriminated. I hate to be deceived. I hate to be deceived. I hate being 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 deceived. I hate to be deceived. I hate to be deceived. I hate to tell you the truth. I hate to tell you the truth. I hate telling you the truth. I hate eating this food. I hate to eat this food. I hate eating 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 this food. I hate to eat this food. I hate to eat this food. I hate eating this food. I hate to eat this food. I hate eating 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 this food. I hate to eat this food. I hate to eat this food. I hate to calculate. I hate to calculate. 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 I hate calculating. I hate calculating. Do you hate cleaning? Do you hate to clean? Do you hate clean your house? Do you hate to clean your house? Do you hate to wash your dishes? Do you hate to wash your dishes? Do you hate washing dishes? Do you hate to wash dishes? Do you hate to wash your dishes? Do you hate to wash dishes? Do you hate washing your dishes? Do you hate to wash dishes? Do you hate to wash dishes? Do you hate to wash your dishes? Do you hate washing your dishes? Do you hate washing your dishes? Do you hate to work overtime? Do you hate to work overtime? Do you hate working 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 overtime? Do you hate to work overtime? Do you hate to work overtime? Do you hate working overtime? Do you hate working overtime? Do you hate to work overtime? Do you hate working overtime? Do you hate working overtime? I intended to go on a trip to the country, but I cancelled my flight. It cannot be helped. It couldn't be helped because with the outbreak of coronavirus. I intended to go on a trip to the country, but I cancelled my flight, hotel, and so on. It was very tough and annoying to cancel my reservations. I intended going to the country. I intended eating lunch with her. I intended to hold the event. I intended holding the event, but I couldn't. I couldn't make it because of typhoon. The sports meeting was intended to be held. The sports meeting was intended to be held next week. The sports meeting was intended being held next week. I intended to give her letter. I intended to send her letter. I intended sending her letter. I intended to send her a postcard. I intended sending her a postcard. I intended sending her a postcard. I intended to send her a postcard. I intend to study harder at the university. I intend to enter the university if it is possible. If it is possible, I intend to enter the company. I intend to study at the library. I intend to enter the university. I intend entering the university. I intend entering the university. I intend entering the university. I intended working in the company. I intended working for the company. I intended to work in the company. I intended to work in the company. I intended to work for the company. Do you intend to enter the university? Do you intend to belong to the club? Do you intend to belong to the club? Do you intend belonging to the club? Do you intend belonging to the club? Do you intend belonging to the club? Do you intend to belong to the club? Do you intend to belong to the club? Do you intend to have your haircut today? Do you intend to have your haircut today? Do you intend having your haircut today? Do you intend to climb the Mount Fuji this summer? Do you intend climbing the Mount Fuji this summer? I intend to climb the Mount Fuji this summer. I intend climbing the Mount Fuji this summer. I don't intend to climb the Mount Fuji this summer. I don't intend climbing the Mount Fuji this summer. My parents intend to visit me. My parents intend visiting us today. My parents is intending to visit us. My parents is intending to visit us. My parents is intending visiting us today. I intend to play the guitar. I intend to practice my guitar. I intend to practice the guitar today. I intend practicing the guitar today. I intend to practice the violin. I intend practicing the violin. I intend practicing the violin. I intend to practice the violin. I intend practicing the violin. I intend to practice the violin. I intend to practice the violin. I intend practicing the violin. I intend practicing the violin. I intend practicing the violin. I intend cleaning my room. I intend cleaning my room. I intend to clean 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 my car. I intend cleaning my car. I intend to wash my car. I intend washing my car today. I intend to wash my car. I intend washing my car today. I intend to submit my document to the professor today. I intend submitting my document to the professor today. I like to listen to music. I like listening to music. I like watching a movie. I like watch a movie. I love to travel. I love traveling. I love sightseeing. I love to sightsee. I love to sightsee. I love sightseeing. I love sightseeing in Nara Park. I love sightseeing in Nara Park. I love to sightsee in Nara Park. I love to sightsee around Nara Park. I love to sightsee around Nara Park. I love sightseeing around Nara Park and feed the senbei to the deer in Nara Park. I love to sightsee around Nara Park. I love to play the video game. I love playing the video game. I love to play the video game. I love to play the video game. I love to play the video game. I love playing the video game. I love playing the video game. I love watching YouTube videos. I love to watch 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 YouTube videos. I love watching YouTube videos. The students started to go home. The students started going home. The students started to go home after school. The students started to go home. The students started going home. The students started to take the examination. The students started taking the examination. The students started taking the examination. Our boss started to get angry. Our boss started getting angry. The wind started becoming stronger. The wind started becoming strong. The wind started to become strong. The wind outside started becoming strong. The wind outside started to become strong. The wind started becoming strong. The wind started becoming strong. His face started to be red after drinking alcohol. His face started to be red. His face started turning red. His face started turning red. His face started to turn 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 red. His face started turning red. His face started to turn red. His face started turning red. Her face started turning red. Her face started to turn red. The leaves started to turn orange, red, colorful colors. The leaves started to turn colorful colors. The leaves started to turn red. The leaves started turning red. My son finally started studying. My son finally started to study. My son finally started to do his homework. My son finally started doing his homework. The lazy man finally started to find a job. The lazy man finally started finding a job. The students started to take the examination. The students started to take the examination. The students started taking the examination. The sky started to be dark. The sky started becoming dark. The sky started to get dark. The sky started getting dark. Black clouds. Black clouds started to appear. The black clouds started appearing in the sky. Do you remember locking the door? Do you remember submitting the report to your professor? Do you remember visiting here with us when you were a child? Do you remember meeting me here? Do you remember meeting me for the first time here? Do you remember meeting me at the first time here, for the first time here? Please remember to lock the door when you leave the office last. I often forget to tell the information to my boss. I often forget to lock the door when I leave the office last. I often forget to take the vitamin pill. I often forget to take vitamin pills after my dinner. I often forget to take the vitamin pills after I eat dinner. I often forget to put the car key on the chain, on the rack, in the box. I often forget to take vitamin pills after I eat dinner. I often forget to take vitamin pills after I eat dinner. I often forget to take vitamin pills after I eat dinner. I often forget to call my customer. I often forget to call my coworker about the information. I often forget to call my coworker about giving him the information. I often forget to give a present to my daughter. I often forget to give a present to my friend on his birthday. I often forget to eat breakfast. I often forget to bring an important document to the workplace. You often forget to bring the important document to the office, right? You often forget to bring the important document to the office, don't you? You often forget to bring the important document to the office, don't you? I forgot to call her. I forgot to eat dinner. I forgot to add the number into the Excel. Sorry, I forgot to reply your message. I'm sorry, I forgot to reply your message. I'm sorry, I forgot to reply. I was so busy. I'm sorry, I forgot to reply. I was so busy. There are many things to do. Do you often forget eating lunch after eating? Do you often forget eating lunch after eating lunch? Do you often forget eating after eating lunch? The kickboxer forgot being knocked down after being knocked down. Please do not forget making the mistake and behave with it. Please do not forget making the mistake. Please do not forget having the experience. Please do not forget having the very precious experience. I forgot meeting you. I forget memorizing the word. I often forget memorizing words. He forgot submitting the document. He forgot taking the pill. He forgot taking the medicine after dinner. My grandparents often forget taking the medicine after eating dinner. My grandparents often forget taking the medicine after eating dinner. This car needs fixing. This car needs fixing. I need to study English more. I need to practice my English more. I need to study more. I need to study more. I need to challenge more. I need to study more. My PC needs fixing. This car needs fixing. This car needs fixing. This car needs fixing. This car needs fixing. This watch 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 needs fixing. My body needs training. My body needs training. You need training. You need training. I want to be myself. I want to be myself. I want to study more. I want to do what I like. I wanna do what I like. This bicycle wants fixing. This bicycle wants fixing. This watch wants fixing. This watch needs fixing. This watch wants 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 fixing. This computer needs fixing. This computer wants fixing. This computer wants fixing. This old watch wants fixing. This old watch wants fixing. This washing machine wants fixing. This washing machine wants fixing. This washing machine wants fixing. This car wants fixing. This tire wants fixing. The bike wants fixing. The bike wants fixing. The bike wants fixing. The lady wants scolding. The lady wants scolding. The lady wants scolding. The lady wants scolding. The child 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 wants scolding. The car needs fixing. The car needs fixing. The car wants fixing. The car wants fixing. Okay, I will finish talking here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. See you.